I don't know, all y'all that might use Logic Pro, check this out. This is really cool to me. I just found this the other day. See if we can get the screen a little bit better. There it is. For some reason, it was looking a little bit buggy. But check this out. Like, I don't know, maybe y'all already know this stuff, but I just found this the other day. Okay, so say for instance in the piano roll, you can see all different kinds of, dynamic elements by the color of the MIDI note, right? And actually, that's that rainbow looking in there. That's what I just did within the step editor. And like, check this out. This is how I do it. I go to the little pointer tool. I make sure I'm on the pointer tool, and then just go ahead and scooch it like that. And then it affects the dynamics nicely that way. You can do that with, what's this, the kicker maybe? No, that's the snare. See, that's the snare. That's the snare. I don't know all my MIDI notes. See, that's D1. I know C1 is like the kicker, I think. I think C1's the kicker. I don't know, something like that. Let's see what we got as the kick. That's one of the kicks, and then we also got a kick here too, right? A couple kicks, right? All right, so we got the kick drum going nice like that, and so I bring it out like that, like I said, so that way it's got a bit of dynamic to it, right? So actually, well, I don't know what this one is here. Let's see what this is. All right, a little bit more flowing. I don't know, because I don't know, that looks like a whole choppy mess. This way, at least, and that way you can have it like a little bit more flowing too, to where it's like a little bit more flowingly dynamic, as if it was a natural occurrence in the physical realm of playing a drum set, like on physical fatigue as well as dynamic energy. Let's see what we got here. I don't know, that's like that sounds like a rim shot on the snare. Bring it a little bit. Bring it out like that. Let's see what this one is here. See, it's like it comes across like all like kind of like uniform, like as if it was just a robot. You see like it going straight across. But let's see what this is here. Oh, that's a little bit of a hi-hat. That's nice for a hi-hat, right? Actually, I want to bring a little bit more dynamic to it though. Just bring out like a hi-hat, because being that they're like so sparse in here, being that there's so few of them, I just want to bring out like most of the dynamics in the hi-hat. Bring out like the higher contrast in them, because it's like they're only in there every once in a while. Let's see what we got. All right, so that's a little bit of that's actually like the snare underneath the snare. That's the bottom of the snare, right? Because you can hear that little rattle from the actual snare of the snare drum. Let's see what we got. Bring a little bit of dynamic there. There we go. Now this is actually really cool. I just found this the other day, I think, or maybe a week or two ago, something like that. Okay, so like say for instance, other than, let's like say for instance, there's also another way to go about it, like if you're to highlight all this stuff, right? Go ahead and highlight all this. You could go to like you could go to like say MIDI transform, and then randomize the velocity, right? Now say like all that a random velocity, right? Excuse me, in a dry throat these days, I don't even know. But like see like on all this rainbow color in here. That represents the velocity, the volume dynamics, right? And so you can see that here as well. However, I'm not going to do that. I like the way that I'm doing it now. I'm just gonna, but you can randomize it this way too, and you can like choose the depth. Like say for instance, from the velocity of 40 to the velocity of 127. But I could bring it up to say like 111, which is a happy number to me. Or like along those lines, and then you see like it'll randomize the velocities between those ranges of that volume dynamic. Oh, that's just really cool to me. But I like this way of doing it, because in that way you could just make it a little bit more humanized, even more so, because it's like I said, it's got the elements of the human energy and fatigue, or human energy and intention of dynamic. So that's kind of cool. Like say for instance now, I think this is the one. Let me double check and make sure I got the right one. Because I wouldn't want to just duplicate that's the right one. So I'm going to go there, and I'm just going to like duplicate this on these tracks, because this is the same track anyway. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got for drums. And all it does is crash, because my system's kind of weak. Let's see. Yeah, all it does is crash. Let me try and do something here. Let's see what we got here. Because I got the video recorder going at the same time. Let's just see what I got. I'll take off a couple plugins. Let's see what we got. And it crashes on me. I don't know. But anyway, hold on. I want to try and get a good example. Let's get rid of all this here. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. I don't know. Anyway, I think it sounds nice to me. It sounds nice to me overall, and I can hear the different dynamics. But it's nice that way because then you can change it around. You can change around the dynamic. It's kind of cool. You know, that's like a new way of doing it for me.